All right, everybody, welcome on in. NorCal Sports Network. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Giants let us down again. Looks like I'm going to have to go to this hat for the remainder of the season. Got to find some team worth watching that's enjoyable to watch, that hustles, that plays the game the right way, and just pounds the ball. But the Giants lose it today, 6-2. Willy Adames opens the floodgates today with a lazy play at shortstop. Instead of coming up with the play and just, he looks up and sees the runner is flying down the line. He hurries his throw and overthrows Devers, and the floodgates open up. And this is what lousy teams do, everybody. I'm just telling you. This is what they do. Dallas will be here shortly. But the Giants lose it today 6-2. They did get a 2-run lead on a nice blast from Rafi Devers to deep center field. Another double. Devers hitting the ball pretty well right now, which is good. Because at least if they're not winning and Devers is hitting, it makes him a valuable commodity to some other team, hopefully. Because if you can't win with them, why play with them? Why double down? All right, everybody, welcome on in. Giants lose it 6-2, as I previously said a few times. But we got a hat that fell behind us. Oh, I think that's the White Sox hat that's missing up there. Okay. I never put it back up from the series. So this is Johnny Cesari's heyday because he can talk freely about Willy Adames. We might have to ban the word Adames in the chat so Johnny has something else to come up with and say. I think, Johnny, 98% of your comments are about Adames. I'm beginning to wonder if you have some. This is Christmas for Johnny. Yes, this is Christmas for Johnny. Look, I'm not a Willy Adames fan either, but I don't know what he did to you to make it that you can't come up with any other thing to say other than Adames. I mean, talk about somebody else, Johnny. Tell us your feelings about some of the other players. What do you like? Do you like Eldridge? Do you like Casey Schmidt? I'm not a Willy Adames fan as well, but John hates him like I hate the Dodgers. Yeah, I think did Willie did he do something to your family or I don't know. Look, we get it. Johnny Willy Adames, he's not a good player and he's a problem, but you like Devers and Casey. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not a big Devers fan, although I will say he's a good hitter, and I'm glad he's hitting because it would be awful to watch Rafi Devers for 7 years when he can't hit. So with him hitting, at least it shows he still got it. And look, I'm probably the only one out here. I was listening to a little bit of Alex Pavlovic with Cole Kuiper earlier today. They had their show, I think they recorded it last night and it came on today, talking about a rebuild. And, I don't think they were talking about how it might be tough to rebuild because they were talking about the fans and how, Alex was out there yesterday. It's 40,000, 41,000 strong. People are showing up and they're talking about why maybe the ownership won't want to rebuild. Well, that's the problem. Fans, you keep showing up. I know it's weekends. You're going to show up. You're not going to show up tomorrow night. I know that. Tomorrow night, it's going to look like a morgue. Wednesday will be a little bit better. but I think the Dallas will be here shortly when I think he'll be popping in whenever. There he is. Just happened to pop in. Dallas, I see the look of frustration or disgust on your face. I'm not sure which one it would be or if it's both. What are you feeling there? He's muted.
It's just apathy. It's just apathy. That you kind of expect this, They win a couple games, you start feeling good, and then they just decide not to show up.
Well, yeah, and it's the little things. I wish I could play the highlights. Maybe I just will today. You know what? Let me show you guys a little. Oh, hey, there's our friend Dom Peralta's pops right up on X as the top of my feed, and there it is, Dom Peralta, our friend of the chat. Look at that. He made that slogan, nobody likes it. Another one you could go with is and says the Giants slogan is nothing like it. You can just add the word to, like nothing to like. Nothing like it, nothing to like. But nobody likes it. I like it. Yeah, nobody's happy with this. Some of the casuals are out there happy. They're happy. That had to be interfaced with AI. Yeah, that had to be. The Giants aren't putting that up on the scoreboard. But it's funny. It's funny. So here's what I had to say with this game today. I want you guys to take a look at this. All right. Well, first, let me pull up my tweet. Hate to keep focusing on the negative, but I have to point out to the casuals one of the many reasons why the Giants are not a good team. Look at the difference between the D-backs and the Giants on basically the same play. One team hustles and puts pressure on the defense and forces an error, which leads to the tying run. The other team gives about 75% effort. It's the little things in baseball done consistently that can make a difference between winning and losing. All right, so let me point it out. I'm watching the Diamondbacks broadcast. I don't know if you guys got the same feed with. Okay, so here's what we have here. All right, so let me pull it back. Here's the Adames play, and then I'm going to compare it to the hold on. Oh. One in the top half where a guy hustles.
Comparison.
What's that?
It's a great comparison. That is eye-opening.
That's what I've been trying to tell people out there. This team doesn't hustle. They're not hungry. I don't know if it's just they got their money. Harrison Bader, Devers yesterday or the day before on the pop-up that goes fair. Bader got a 2-year deal. Look, no one's going to point this stuff out but me. Okay, I'm the only one who points this stuff out, and I get called negative. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to educate people with the game of baseball. It makes a difference when you hustle. If Troy, the rookie, just runs it out normally without going full speed, Adames probably doesn't.
Takes his time. He's not rushed, and he's out. You're right. He forced the issue and helped cause the error.
Yeah.
So and for Bader to just, I see that all the time. I saw Gilbert do it yesterday. I saw Devers does it every time. No one is trying to put the pressure on the defense, and 90% of the time, 95% of the time, you're going to get thrown out.
Exactly.
But
probably 98% of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's that extra 2% of the time where something happens and you end up getting on base, and it's just the mentality. If the team plays like that all the time, then you're going to have a tendency to win more games just because you have the fight in you. But if you're lackadaisically running down the line and you're lackadaisically approaching your at bats, we're down by 4 runs, probably not going to happen. I'll just try to do the best I can here. It's not, I'm going to go up there and get the job done. It's a different mentality. And I think that's a coaching thing. That's a managing thing. That's a team philosophy thing. And it's a player thing also, of course, but they need to change the narrative. Tony V needs to change the narrative.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it really is incredible. And let's see, our friend Dom is here, and there it is. Dom Peralta's Giants baseball. Nobody likes it. It's really hard, the Giants are fortunate that they've got fans showing up, and they need to put the effort in to the fan base that's supporting them, because I'll tell you, this is a team that is more like, should be more like the Marlins, where nobody shows up because you're 10 under 500 and you don't even give you a full effort out there. You can say, yeah, look, it's a kid's game. You're playing it for 2.5 to 3 hours. You're not up and down the court like basketball or up and down the ice like hockey, where you're wiped out after a 1 minute, 2 minute shift in hockey and you have to skate off the ice, and you get all this time to stand around. And if you took the action in a baseball game, the actual action, you're probably in 5%, maybe 10% of the plays. If it's the ball's hit to you or whatever it is, you got to be just going all out every play. Look,
of course, especially baseball, it is a sport where the ball is in play 5 to 6 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Out of the 3-hour game, the ball action is actually only 6 minutes. There's about 12 minutes of wind up and pitching, and there's maybe a little, getting yourself prepared, as the pitch is being delivered. But as far as actual balls in play, it's not that much, all the base running, all the activity, it's not that much at time. So, they can afford to run it out to first base on ground outs.
Look, this is what really irritates me, Dallas, because you're lucky when you played in Little League if you got 3 at bats, because it was a 6-inning game,
Right.
And, if you got 4 at bats, man, hey, you probably scored some runs, but when you were in Little League and you're a kid playing, you ran your ass off because, number one, you wanted to impress your coaches because there's no contracts. You have to prove to your coach that you play hard, so he'll want to keep putting you in there. And you hustle and you run down the line full speed. It doesn't matter. If you pop up in the infield and if it's high enough, you should be able to get to second base if the ball drops, if you're flying. Look, you're going to do, like you said, Dallas, there's 5-6 minutes of play. You're running full speed. That's it. Now you're going to go sit back if you're out and wait 5 more minutes for the inning to end. Unless you're the third out, you're probably, and then you go back out to your position. You're not running around. This isn't basketball. I mean, basketball, it's up and down, up and down. You're guarding a guy on defense constantly, and you're running around on plays and sets. And I mean, it's just insane. Look at the money that Steph Curry makes and how he just never stops. He's like the Energizer Bunny. And then you have baseball players who just jog. It's just disgusting to watch. I get it. Sometimes you're going to ground out to first base and the guy scoops it up. Conserve your energy. Don't, the first baseman's going to beat you by 50 feet to the bag. I don't expect you to fly down the line. If you get a ball that's hit on a one hopper to the second base and you're just getting out of the bag when he's throwing it, no, you're not flying down the line. It's just certain situations, but it's just too much of this where the Giants just constantly are getting out hustled, and you watch other teams play baseball, and I don't know, maybe the Giants just got too many vets that, you got Devers and Adames and Chapman, and then if you notice, Arise hustles. Arise is a guy that plays pretty hard, but he's also in a contract year. He's playing for a contract. So these guys are all motivated by the bucks, and they get their money and they stop hustling. Chapman today was 0 for 4 today, or what did he do today?
0 for 4.
0 for 4.
With no strikeouts, though, so you have to focus on the positive.
That's good. Devers smoked the ball today to center field. That was good. That was the only 2 runs the Giants would score. Casey had a couple of rough at bats. It comes down to
1 for 8 with runners in scoring position. 1 for 8. It's always 1 for 8, 1 for 10, 1 for 9. That's the Giants. They cannot get the hit when the runners are on base. The Diamondbacks today, 5 for 13 with runners in scoring position. 5 for 13.
Sauer says he's done watching. They're a hard watch.
Sauer's done for today.
Oh, for today. I'm done watching this team. He'll be back tomorrow. Look, they bring us back because we love baseball. We love the Giants. But, man, I got a headache the last couple of days. I think it's sinuses. This hat feels like it's gripping my head.
You've been wearing that hat too much lately.
What's that?
You've been wearing that hat too much lately.
Yeah, I know. 4 times now in a week.
Yeah.
Posey got the wrong core in Adames and Chapman. Nothing will change until Posey addresses his mistake. That is true. It really, it's from watching too much baseball. I get nauseous. I get a headache. Yeah. I got post-Giants syndrome. Dallas, it's just, what can you say? I mean, we got to do this 100 and what's their record? 22 and 32. So they played 54.
Correct.
Today's the third waypoint. They've got 108 left. They got 2 more 54 game sets. So they're 22 and 32. What you got to do in the next 54 is go 32 and 22. And then in the last 54 game stretch, I guess
27.
27 and 27 and in 500. There we go. Oh, gosh. Wouldn't that be something? No, the Giants will do it the other way. They'll torture you. They'll go 27 and 27 in the next 54, and then they'll go 32 and 22 in the last 54. And 20 of those will come in the last 30 games. We're hot.
You would prefer it that way.
What's that?
So it'd be better for you, Dan, and probably for the Giants in general if they go that direction, because then they'll still be 10 games under at the All-Star break.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Or at the trade deadline.
Yeah, when is the trade deadline? August 3rd. How many games? Let's see how many games the Giants. Let's see where it's usually 10 games over the halfway point. I'm going to just count them up here. The All-Star game this year is July 14th. It's always that Tuesday, the second week or third week in July, depending on how the calendar falls. the Giants have 2, 5, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, and a 4-game with Colorado. That's 43. 43 games before the All-Star break. But for the trade deadline, 43. Okay, there's 46, 49, 52, 55, 57, 58, 59 before the trade deadline. 59 games. So we'll see where they are, but 60% of Rafi's home runs have been solo shots. Wow. Do we have, let me see if we have this yet. I think I may have erased it. Oh no, did I? Please tell me I didn't erase it. I think I did. I needed more room. And I think I erased or put a fork in the Giants. I'll have to come up with a new graphic.
I saw it in there recently.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Is it time? Is it time to put the fork in the Giants already? There it is.
Not yet.
Not quite. Not quite. But not mathematically, not technically or whatever. There's still time, we all know that. But theoretically, it's pretty close. Where's our ballpark here? Where did it go? Why do I always lose the ballpark, the daytime ballpark here? Where are we? Sutter. Come on. Here we go. There we go. So, guys, I don't know. People saying Posey has to realize there's no way rock is falling to us. Well, rocks can tend to fall. It's a rock slide. A roach. I don't know if he goes by roach or rock. I think it's roke. But the only way it happens is if the Giants have an agreement with him that they're willing to pay him $13+ million.
I'm hearing that's a pipe dream. That's not really a legit thing that's going to happen.
But if he says I'm not signing with anybody unless it's $13 million, I want $13 million. The Giants, have agreed to do that. It would shatter the old record of $9.25 million to Chase Burns in 2024. If the Giants were willing to go $13 million signing, does that scare off the White Sox or Tampa or Minnesota? If it doesn't, it still could be a good thing in the fact that they use up their pool money. Unfortunately, all three of those teams are in the American League, so it doesn't really, it's not like you're hurting one of your rivals. So we'll see where that goes. But that draft is, I believe, right around the draft day or I'm not sure what the draft day is. Let me look in what day it is. I would love to see him get the pitching guy, Flora, MLB.
July 11th.
July 11th. Thank you. July 11th. That's right during the is that the Sunday before the All-Star game or Saturday? Let me look. It's Saturday, July 11th. Oh, the Giants are playing the Rockies at home that day. Well, we're not even into June, Dallas. We're still sitting in May, and this is rough. This is rough when you watch Arizona play and they're, how do I want to say it? They just have some solid players. You got Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte, Geraldo Perdomo. You've got Arenado, who's still doing decent. But the top of their lineup, Marte, Carroll, Perdomo, pretty solid. I'm sure they would like to improve on Arenado, but they just seem to keep bringing types of players, and they still have Pavin Smith coming back from the IL.
Yep.
So
well, tomorrow we can look forward to our stopper coming in, Tyler Mahle.
Oh boy.
Against the lefty, Eduardo Rodriguez. He's 4-1 with a 2.24 earned run average. That is no bueno for the Giants.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow will be the left-handed, the right-handed lineup. So no Eldridge, no. You'll probably get Barracoto.
Who they facing tomorrow?
Eduardo Rodriguez.
Oh, yeah, Rodriguez. So let's just play Eldridge. He's going to have to face lefties, and he's done well with it in his career. I don't know. Yeah.
I agree.
The 8 coming on in an hour, less than an hour. Okay. You know what? This Marcus really irritated me because this was Jim Bowden with was talking with Zach Maniasen. So Zach throws Tony Vitello under the bus and says he's the one solely responsible for the lineup card. Good job, Zach. Let's just throw your new manager who's taken heat already nationally, and you do you think the Giants are? Is that a sign that they may be tiring of Tony?
I don't think so. I think they're just. It's good to know who's doing it. I want to know who's making out the lineup, so I can question them.
Yeah.
If that is indeed the case.
I wish Tony had him on tape or something saying, this is what we want. And then he goes back and says, they're framing me. They're lying to me. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? And it's just controversy. Now we got a whole new controversy. The general manager of the Giants is throwing Tony under the bus, saying it's his lineup decisions. And then Tony secretly has him recorded saying that this is the lineup. We don't want Bryce playing against this guy. It's whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Today's lineup I thought was pretty good. It was the one I would have put together. Adames, I don't like leading off, but you don't really have anybody else. So
I would change the lineup just this way. Here's how I would do it. Yeah, whoever you want to put in the leadoff, whatever. I would probably, at this point,
Bader.
Whatever, yeah. Here's how I would do it. If you want to keep Adames up there, who cares? It doesn't matter at this point. Arise, Schmidt, Devers. And then after Devers, if you want to go Chapman there, fine. You got then Susac. I would put Eldridge after Chapman, go lefty, righty, and then Susac.
I'd go Susac, Eldridge, Chapman.
Yeah, probably. Susac 5, Eldridge 6, Chapman 7, but you're not going to have the rookie bat above the Chapman. This is politics. This is the politics that they're doing. They're not going to let Chapman look bad when you got a rookie.
Chapman after Devers doesn't really work too well.
No. Yeah. Hey, you keep putting Chapman after Devers, you're going to start seeing Devers walk more. If he keeps hitting like he is, they're going to stop pitching to Devers, and they'll just say, we'll take our chances with Devers, especially if it's a right-handed pitcher. So, I don't know. Guys. Hey, make sure you hit that like button in the chat if you would. We've got what do we got in the chat right now? Let's see. We've got how many watching? Let's see. Let me get over there. Ooh, got 96 in the chat on YouTube. Another 40, 50 or so watching on X. We got 28 likes, 101 watching. Come on, we're only we're better than a 280 hitting team. Come on, we got to hit 500. We can smash that like button. There we go, Johnny. Smash the like button. There you go. 28 in the room. Hit the like button and subscribe. There we go. There's 4 of you. Thank you. Oh, I don't know how long I can go today, Dallas. I'm going to let you just start talking. I'm wiped out.
Yeah, no, we don't have to keep going much longer. There's really not much to discuss here. I thought Roupp was okay, but then the wheels fall off at some point. Peguero didn't have it today. So, when your pitching fails you and you can't hit, then you're going to lose a lot of games. So that's what we're looking at here. But, 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position. You just can't.
I think a rise, depending on how things go, it would be nice if he actually got traded before the All-Star break. Then Casey Schmidt would definitely make the All-Star game. Because there'd be no other Giants that's going to make it.
Yep.
I'm thinking, I don't know. I guess it depends on what happens over the next, what do we say, 39 games before the All-Star break? Or was it? I don't know what it was. Let me see. Count again. Yeah. Well, guys, you want us to keep going? Send us some supers. Give us some energy.
Nope. Let's get out of here. Let's do it again tomorrow.
Yeah. If anybody wants to save us, keep us on, send a super. I got to go take some Tylenol. I got a bad headache. 6-2. Not a lot. Oh, why don't we do the scoreboard too real quick while you're playing that? We can just let me pull up the out-of-town scoreboard here. Scores today. Nationals continue to what happened? What am I doing here? I hate the background noise when I pull up ESPN. I get an ad.
Moreno hit one against the Giants.
Hold on. All right. Nationals 10-2 over Cleveland. They continue to pound the ball. Phillies beating the Padres 3-0. Astros over the Rangers 4-0. Marlins leading Blue Jays 2-0. Rockies Dodgers later tonight along with Mariners and A's. Earlier games finished. Pirates beat the Cubs 2-1. Orioles beat Tampa. Slow them down a little bit. 9-7. White Sox get back home and win. Beat the Twins 3-1. And Mizorowski, that guy's a stud. Gosh, 5-1. Guy had 12 strikeouts in 7 innings. Threw a major league record, Dallas, 54 pitches over 100 miles per hour today. Unreal.
Saw that.
Yankees beat the Royals 4-3. Reds beat the Mets. The Mets are as bad as the Giants, 22-32. And there's your Giants, 22-32. There's your scoreboard. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be back tomorrow night. Yeah, night game. So 9:15-ish probably, guys. So 9:15. And make sure you do hit that like button on the way out. Appreciate you guys being here. Yep, I remember that, KC. Yep. Peace, y'all. There we go. Dom letting his Memorial Day feelings out. There we go, Dom. All right, guys. Appreciate you being here. We will catch you tomorrow night if I can find this. Where's my goodbye? Here we go. Take care, everybody.